Hey ya! So today we're gonna talk about how to become a dentist in the US when you're already a dentist somewhere else on this planet. Like me. Yeah, if you want to see that, keep on watching. Hello fellow dentists and friends. I thought today I'm gonna talk about something that is pretty close to my heart because I have went through it myself and I'm still going through it, so I thought I would just share some of my insights and some of my experiences, and I hope some of that stuff can help you. And as a dentist from Europe, I definitely had to research quite a bit to even get the information needed to succeed here on this side of the world. So I thought I'll just record a video which could make it easier for you guys. And I thought I'll just take you guys along on that ride, on that amazing adventure, which it truly is. It is an adventure, and you definitely learn quite a bit about yourself and about the world out there, you know, because when we're graduating from our home country, we usually, you know, so sure about ourselves, and then we get to a completely new place like the United States, and you know what? Things are harder than, you know, I remember them to be. So anyway, long story short, I'm just gonna jump into it. So an international dentist can go 3 routes. We can either go to an accredited dental school for about 2 to 3 years and get our license. Second option is applying for a specialty program, competing with a bunch of Americans and hoping to get accepted into a specialty program. And the third option is to work on a limited license for a couple of years in one specific state, which is I think Michigan, and get your license afterwards. It's quite hard to get that limited license. You do have to be very experienced, and you do have to have a lot of years in working in a dental office in your home country. I personally picked the first option, and I believe that's the best way to go, just because you'll be able to work in any state after you completed the dental school. You only compete against other international dentists, and this program is made just for you, just for an international dentist. So when I was thinking about how to structure this video, I thought I'm just gonna tell you guys how I did it, and you might take an example of that, or, you know, you just do your own thing. But my first advice would be to graduate first. So graduate your dental school first, because you do need your license or your diploma to apply to international dentist programs here in the United States. As soon as you graduate, I would recommend you to sit down and start studying. There's 2 big exams that you have to take to be able to apply to dental schools, and the major one is the INBDE, which is the Integrated National Board Dental Examination, and that's similar to state exams in your country, which just includes every single topic that you had from the first day of dental school. Okay, so it includes everything, and it's computer based, so you will have multiple choice questions and you gotta be able to answer those. The other exam that you have to take is the TOEFL, which I already made a video about. It's easy to pass. You will definitely do a good job, but try to score high, because many dental schools require you to have a TOEFL score of 90 or above, and some dental schools even want to score over 100. So while you study for the board exams and the TOEFL, you can already create a DentPin and create an account at Capit. Capit will later on be very important for you. It's a platform where you send in all your documents, and from there you can apply to every dental school or dental program in the United States. And it's specifically made for international dentists. After you have done that, you can send your diploma and transcript to the ECE, which is Educational Credential Evaluators, and you send your originals in, but you will get those back. Okay, so don't worry about that. They will send you a transcript back which basically has all your grades and all your credits on there, okay? This will also be sent to Capit later on. You can definitely type that into the recipients when you order your ECE evaluation. After you have studied for the board exams, for me it took about 2 to 3 months. It's definitely enough to study for 3 months if you have passed your state exams in your home country pretty recently. If you have worked for a couple of years and you weren't in school for a long time, I would definitely advise you to study longer than 3 months, but you know, it's up to you, however you feel, how secure you are in your abilities of passing that test. So let's hope you pass your IMBDE after the very first time. After you have done that, you can definitely work on your experience in the United States, because that's what dental schools really look at. They usually don't really care much about your experience in your home country. It is definitely important to present that to the admissions offices, but they really care most about what you have done here in the United States. So it really would be of benefit if you would live here in the United States already. But if you're not located here, you can definitely make it work, and you can definitely arrange some trips here to the United States just for the purpose of volunteering, gaining experience working here. If you don't know any dentists here, that's not a problem, trust me, because I have been in the same shoes. I got here and I didn't know any dentists, and I literally had to work myself from dental office to dental office. I talked to as many dentists as I could. I just printed out a bunch of resumes and started knocking on doors, basically. At some point, there was finally someone who was like, you know what, yeah, you can shadow here, you can volunteer here. As soon as I got my green card, I was also able to work here as a dental assistant. It is hard to get into dental school. It's very competitive, so I would definitely advise you to gain experience in the United States, and this should be between 6 months to a year or even longer, just to stand out a bit and just to show them that you know how dentistry is done in the United States. As soon as you have 6 months to a year of experience, you can attempt to send out some applications. Applications to dental schools I usually send out in March of each year, and the whole Capit process is very interesting, but it's doable. I can definitely make a video about that and go into detail about how to fill out Capit. Capit opens up each year in about February, I think, and then or even earlier, maybe January, but you can send off applications starting in March, and it depends on the schools, but they usually have a deadline in June, or some schools have even longer application cycles. After you have sent off your applications through Capit, you can get started with studying for the bench exam. The bench exam is something that schools do when they invite you for an interview. They want to talk to you, obviously, in the interview, but they also want to see what your hand skills are like. So the bench exam is an exam where you work on a mannequin and you have to do some cavity preparations and some crown preps usually. So we are not going to wait for an invitation from a dental school to attend an interview. We will already start preparing for the bench exam after we send off the applications. You really want to have a lot of time to prepare for that practical test, because they really want to see perfection, okay? So the earlier you start, the better. Invitations to bench exams are usually sent out around late summer or early fall, just a couple of months after the application cycle finished. So, and if you got invited by a dental school and you pass their bench exam and just excel at your interview, then hopefully you'll be able to attend that program, which I said is about 2 to 3 years depending on the school. Let me know if you have any questions. I will definitely record a couple more videos in the future, and I will discuss every point of the application in detail. So like and subscribe if you don't want to miss that, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.